face it. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse your wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Complete to Kelly. The 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Tackled at the 20.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. There he goes, right side. The 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
For number 21.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rob Gronkowski. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
His kick is...
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7. Cowboys.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Cowboys, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Santos.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw now on first down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Mike Gesicki.
I don't care what sport you're playing.
It's a gain of 8.
Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Brings up 4th down.
21-0 our score after one.
First quarter with the score, Ravens 21, Cowboys nothing.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on first down. Kelly. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The strong running. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end.
The pass.
That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
A gain of 15. Brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
Dancing to his left. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. The 40, the 30, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
The ball carrier.
It's the fullback taking it in. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
At the 25-yard line, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Down by Bobby Wagner. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run with Kelly. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Interesting, he told us that he likes to run right more than left, but there he looked pretty comfortable going left for a big gain, Charles.
Kind of like a basketball.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This game back with it, a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Santos able to tack on the extra point. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, like you're just
through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joshua Kelly. 67 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Is good.
And his kick is good.
Ravens 28, Cowboys 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike 35. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
The 38-yard
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lawrence. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
is good.
This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now, on first down, it's Kelly. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. Here's Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 15.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this carries into the end zone, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Incomplete.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
15 yards on the play, first down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Joshua Kelly, 92 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as the Ravens push further out in front. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Raheem Mostert, 82 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Dallas.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll run on first down. Kelly. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run it with Jacobs, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. There's a toss. Kelly going left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joshua Kelly, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Eddie
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
7 yards there and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 20, 10, and finally out of bounds just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. 61 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joshua Kelly, 79 yards. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT.
Eddie Pinheiro.
You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Kelly on the counter. And its defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays of the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Mostert. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
6-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Step on, spin move.